right, snow coming down here at Fenway Park in Boston. It is the first ever Fenway Fest, taking the place of the old winter weekend. Instead, it's at the ballpark down at MGM Fenway Music Hall. Get to meet a lot of the current players and some of the greatest to ever wear the uniform, like the man who joins us now. It's David Ortiz's world. We're just along for the ride. Big Papi, my friend, how are you?
What's going on, brother?
This is cold for you.
I thought I was going to bring some Dominican weather this way.
No. Do you get the?
What happened?
Cora came out here. He had the long underwear on. He was shivering. I mean, you take the guy out of Puerto Rico, but you can't. But you've been here long enough. You've been.
Yeah, we used to, especially around this time.
You're all right. Kind of nice having this at Fenway instead of out at a casino somewhere, isn't it?
I know, man. I know. I mean, the way Fenway Sport Group have been able to renew Fenway, I think we get away with this one right here.
Yeah, the music hall makes
That's right.
That was a nice thing downstairs. How's your offseason, man? I got to go down to your tournament, watch Jim Rice get a hole-in-one.
I know, man. Lucky, man. You lucky.
He's got 6 of them.
Are you that good?
I'm not good.
What's your handicap now, Jim? 3, and he's mad. He's mad at
Wow, that's unbelievable.
That's unbelievable. It's such a great event. You raised $1.7 million for the David Ortiz Children's Fund. You have an amazing team behind you, don't you?
Yeah, that's right. And thanks to all of you for support our foundation. I mean, it's incredible. I mean, it's all about the kids. This is all about the kids.
You've done an amazing job back home and here in Boston helping kids get life-saving surgery that they wouldn't be able to afford. Thank you for what you've done.
Definitely. I mean, it's always a pleasure and an honor to be able to raise funds to continue saving life. It's something that I really enjoy, and we're going to try to continue doing it.
I want to ask you about something that Lou Merloni and I were talking about a little while ago here. Having a veteran, and Trevor Story is probably that guy here, right? But a guy, like we're talking about adding a Bregman or adding somebody to this team. Getting another guy in here that there's so many young players on this team, so many young hitters on this team. But I think back to 2021, Kyle Schwarber showed up, and all of a sudden he was the guy talking to everybody, right? Mm-hmm. J.D. Martinez was the guy talking to everyone. Second half of your career, you were the guy talking to everyone. Beginning of the career, other guy, right? Mm-hmm. How important is it to have a couple of those guys? It's a young team. It's important to have a couple of guys who can tell you, put down that report for a minute. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you about this pitcher you're going to face today because I seen him. How important is that?
Well, players nowadays are like too mechanical, I guess. You give them an iPad, you tell them what is in it, and all they focus is on what is in it, which is fine, but I think the veteran leadership and the conversation in between the youngster and the guy that have a lot of experience, I think it go beyond that iPad. I had many conversations with that man right there during my career. He put so many good thoughts on my head, and I used to do nothing but go on that field and put it in play, and it works. And iPad would not say that to me, I mean, I know that we are in different time and technology have to cover, but those conversations are very important because the experience comes from the human being, not from an iPad. You can see numbers, you can see videos, but that conversation in between the experience and you is in another level.
Because the iPad isn't going to tell David Ortiz in 2013 that Benoit might throw a splitter, right? That's experience.
Well,
that's being able to lean back on what you've seen before.
It's not. It's created by the experience. Like, exactly. I based on my experience, I went and looked for, and it was.
It'll tell you. The iPad's going to tell you that's what he throws.
Yeah.
But knowing that he might try to throw that by you in the first pitch, that's experience.
And the confidence level play a big role. If I have a conversation with that man right there, he will raise my confidence level. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
iPad is just numbers.
2018, Jim Rice, we're talking about, had that conversation with Jackie Bradley Jr. before the American League Championship Series. JBJ winds up being the MVP of that series. And sometimes it's just saying, man, believe in yourself. You're good. Right? You hear that from David Ortiz, or David Ortiz hears that from Jim Rice. It means everything.
One time I was pulling every pitch. The man came down to the clubhouse, and sit down and have a conversation with me, he say, I want you to go and hit batting practice today. You're going to use the left center gap and the right center gap and try to hit everything in between those two. And guess what? At the beginning, I was feeling uncomfortable doing because I was pulling everything. But then I keep on working and keep on and to figure how to do that. That was it. That's all I need. Got caught up on fire. Who said that to me? An iPod? It was him.
Yeah, they said that's the Hall of Famer. One Hall of Famer to another, as it turns out. You're left-handed, obviously, and you had the power to make right field play for you. You could get it out there. Not everybody can. We talk a lot about Fenway, the wall, being good for left-handers, and we know it is, right? You can slap it off that wall. Mm-hmm. But Alex Cora says, yeah, give me some right-handed pull guys who can put it over that wall. Is this team too left-handed right now? Like, they've talked about Bregman, they've talked about Teoscar Hernandez, they've talked about trying to get another right-handed guy. Tyler O'Neill was that one healthy last year, but he's gone now. Mm-hmm. Do you need that right-handed power here at Fenway Park to balance the lineup?
Always, always, always. Because if you think about, you take a very strong power hitter at Fenway to be able not just to hit the ball off the green monster. Many guys can do that. It's to hit it over. You know what I'm saying? And right-handed batter, you know, you let anything right there in the third, and they can put it out there easier than a left-handed batter. You know what I'm saying? So that creates a balance. That creates a balance. I mean, in my time, me and Manny had that balance. You know, and then you had the rest of the guys. You know, and it seems like it's always needed. And then we have Mookie, and then we have JD. Now we have Rafi, but you need that right-handed bat always in there that can create that balance.
Rafi Devers is, is the biggest contract in Red Sox history. But he's not a guy who wants to be the face of the franchise. Right? He wants to go out and play. He's one of the best hitters in the game. Mm-hmm. We know that. But with the money sometimes comes that responsibility, right? The team expects you to do more things. You were a guy who grew into that role, right? When you first started, you weren't that guy. You were just trying to make your name in the game.
That's right.
Then you made it. Then you became Big Papi. Then you became a legend. Then you became a Hall of Famer. It all came, but not right away.
No.
How do you balance that? Because not everybody wants that. You're comfortable whether you're talking to a boardroom of CEOs, 5-year-olds at a kindergarten. I've seen you in every setting and you're comfortable in everything. Not everybody is. Some guys just want to play baseball. Does the team have to respect what a guy's willing to do and let him be the player he wants to be?
Well, if I tell you that I was looking for being that guy, I'm lying to you. I came with the mentality of playing baseball and you know, became to be a good player and all that. But it all depends. I think you, when you have the personality that kind of chases you, you know, it's not something that there's guys that they had the ability to wanting to be that guy, but sometimes there's something missing. When you begin to be that guy, you cannot be picky. You have to be able to deal with everything in that room. And like I say, it comes with the personality. And Rafi's a guy that he's quiet. You know, he since day one. I remember when I met Rafi was 15 at the academy in the Dominican. Same kid. You know, he loved to come in, get prepared to play baseball. He's not the one guy that like to put up with those type of challenges. And I don't blame him. I don't blame him because not everybody comes with the mentality to be able to be that good playing baseball and also deal with the rest of the stuff. I play with so many guys, good players, but they were never ready to put up with a challenge.
Then you have guys like Kevin Millar who can do that stuff, but he's not a very good player. He's watching something.
He was really good. I love you, gangster.
But you know, and that's what's interesting about Rafi because he's really comfortable here. It's not like, you know, he likes Boston. He loves playing here. He just, you know, he leads by how he plays the game. That's his leadership, right? In what he does on the field.
Listen, I saw Rafi making a comment one time about something that I can remember, and it was a big deal. And that kind of scared him. He was like, I ain't talking no more, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's about what we need to do.
Yeah,
like
something like that.
Training, right?
He blew up all crazy, and I was like, see, when something goes down like that, you scare the guy because he's not a guy that had the personality to be in front of the camera all the time, you know, and challenging everybody. He's not that guy. He's a guy that he like to come to the field, get prepared to play the game, look at the monster number that he put up every year. Boy, that's it.
Well, you know.
And you can be mad at it because they don't teach you how to be that guy.
Right.
You just develop.
Well, you would casually say, you know, it'd be nice if there was a little more protection by him. All of a sudden, Papi's not happy with the offense. Right?
Exactly.
That's,
You know
Alex Spears writing it for the next 3 days.
Exactly. I mean, but you know, in my situation, I just don't care. I would just be me.
Yeah.
You know, and I grew up into it, I guess, and I want guys in my team ready to fight back all the time. You know what I'm saying? We had the best fan in baseball who pay to come and watch us every day, no matter if the situation is like this or raining or whatever. The fans support this ball club better than any other ball club that I ever seen. And I think that motivated me to be that good. You know, and I want guys on my team to feel the same way I feel. And that's when the leadership comes in, because whoever comes from the outside, I have a lot of teammates, guys that came in later and once, you know, they start feeling comfortable with what they see. Some of them used to come and be like, hey, I want to come to play for the Red Sox to see you on a daily basis, to see what you got, why you were so good, why everybody loves you, why everybody want to be your teammate, you know, and it wasn't about me. It was about the team. It was about, I would take my time just to watch what was going on around and let my boys know. You know, I remember I got one time we were playing, we have Eduardo Rodriguez here, and we went to play the Blue Jays, and Encarnacion in the first at bat took him deep. And I grabbed him in the clubhouse, and I was like, why you guys keep on going in on these guys? Well, they want us to go into the hands, and I like, if you miss an inch, look at what the ball landed. Why don't you try something away? Why you guys want to try so hard just to follow up with the scouting report? You know what I'm saying? Go by your instincts once in a while. He pitched almost the whole game, and the guy was just grinding out and popping out because he just stayed away from them the whole time. That's leadership. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching. You need guys like that in the ball club that get to be able to have conversation with their teammates and not just go straight to that iPad all the time.
I got to ask you finally, the last question. 3 years without a playoff run. You know, you're doing these games on Fox. We got to get you back here at Fenway Park doing a playoff game for the Red Sox. All right?
Please.
They've addressed
Please.
the pitching. You got Crochet, you got Buehler. Pitching's better, right? Chapman in the bullpen, Hendricks coming back. You got some arms.
Oh, we got some thunder.
Are they a playoff team?
I will say this. I think there's some guy out there still that we can go for them, okay? And I think we have a really good front office. Pitching, to me, you know, to put a good lineup together nowadays is not that difficult. What you got to do is just make it rain, you know, and you can go and pick a few guys. Now, pitching, in the other hands, is the toughest thing to put together in the team, and we got pitching. Pitching always is able to stop good offense. You know, the pitching is a playoff pitching, the pitching that we have right now, I believe. Okay. So we lined up a couple of Thunders in the lineup that can help Rafi and the rest of the boys. And one good right-hander batter, I think we will do it.
There's one out there. We know that.
Let's try.
All right, Papi, good to see you, my friend. The great David Ortiz dropping by to say hello. They've got him going everywhere, so we're going to let him get back to work. We will take a break. Thanks for hanging with us. It's 2025 Fenway Fest. Good chance to get up close to some of your favorite Red Sox players here at the ballpark.